For joining us as we look at the stories making the headlines in the Liverpool City region this evening. In Liverpool today. Liverpool City Council admit there are lessons to be learned from the Hope and Glory fiasco. Residents from Ellesmere Port will fight iGas's plan to frack in their town. And a Liverpool woman teaches children how to react in a terrorist threat. Good evening. An energy firm has submitted plans to the council for permission to frack for shale gas in Cheshire. iGas has applied to drill a test well to fracture underground rocks to release gas at a site in Grinsom Road on the Innis Marshes near Elton and Helsby. Testing of the ground was conducted in the surrounding areas for iGas in 2016, despite protests led by local anti-fracking campaign groups. Cheshire West and Cheshire Council will have said they will consider the county's first fracking application. However, local residents are said to be incredibly concerned. Gav Shoulder has more.
Drilling companies suggest trillions of cubic feet of shale gas may be recoverable from underneath parts of the UK through a process known as fracking. But how does it work and why is it so controversial? I spoke to Adrienne, a resident of Helsby and a member of Frack Free, to find out why she is so opposed to fracking in her area.
Fracking is quite a controversial method of extracting gas from deep underground that's trapped in shale rock. In order to access the gas that is trapped in the rock, they have to drill down to usually about 2,000 metres to 3,000 metres deep to reach the shale bed. It can cause a lot of damage. It can cause seismic activity. In the States, it's caused earthquakes, which has damaged people's properties. It can contaminate water. It can contaminate the ground, and it causes air pollution. It also releases a lot of methane, which is a much more potent greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So that would accelerate climate change a lot quicker than carbon dioxide would in the short term.
Fracking is a relatively new method of gas extraction to the UK, with little to no understanding published into how it affects the environment in the long term. Do people of the North West know what fracking is, and how would they feel if it arrived on their doorstep?
I do know what fracking is, kind of vaguely. I saw the Simpsons episode, but yeah, it is a bad idea. I think that there are worse things for the earth, but I think fracking is a bad idea.
Fracking, I mean, I don't claim to be an expert, but I mean, it's not that good a thing, really. I mean, people say this is why we do it, but I don't see the whole good side of it myself.
Obviously, fracking is possibly the worst idea that people have ever had. Because if you actually make a change somewhere, it's going to actually have an effect somewhere else, obviously. It's not going to cause nothing, is it? If you dig in and putting fluid into the rock strata, it's obviously going to cause problems. These people who are doing it think it's safe and harmless. They're absolutely mad.
This week, iGas have submitted plans to Cheshire West and Cheshire Council for permission to frack for shale gas across Cheshire, a move residents are furious about, as the last time the energy firm conducted tests in the area, local residents claim that their property was damaged.
2 years ago, iGas carried out a seismic survey in Helsby, Frodsham and then working west across Cheshire. Now, my house was shaking on several days when they were doing these tests, and I know people's homes were damaged. A lady, a huge crack appeared in her children's bedroom wall and the radiator fell off the wall.
I mean, this is the start of potentially a large industrialisation of the whole area, the countryside. I mean, although this Ellesmere Port is an industrial town, this will affect the whole of the northwest and Cheshire, where there could be thousands of these wells ending up being put in. In Ellesmere Port, we are an industrial area. There's a lot of concerns regarding the infrastructure that is here and how this kind of invasive industry could affect those industries that we already have.
We contacted iGas for a response, and they had this to say. As part of the planning process, we will undertake community consultation to take account of feedback from local residents. We are committed to meeting that need in a safe and environmentally responsible way, and plan to keep local people abreast of our plans every step of the way. The situation is ongoing, with community meetings and public consultations for residents being held next week. Gareth Shoulder, Liverpool Today.